Four, three, two, one.
Hey, this is Jeremey Parsons.
Hey, what's going on, Jeremy? This is Danny.
What's going on, Danny? Good to meet you vocally.
Yeah, man, good to talk to you, man. We've been waiting for you. The people been waiting for you.
Heck yeah, I'm here.
That's good. That's real good. So we're here to talk about the new album and the new singles and everything. Things I need to say.
Absolutely, man. I'm ready.
Good, man. Where the album title come from?
The album title comes from it's other than being self-explanatory, it's just I had a tough couple of years, and everyone has tough times, and it's pretty much just me writing about dealing with that experience as a person on a day-to-day basis, and trying to weather through it. And, it's a venting process. I used it. This record is a therapeutic record, so I wrote everything is about a different experience, about me making my way through life.
Okay. And you say making your way through life. So you're from San Antonio?
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
Okay, born and raised San Antonio, Texas. How long did you live there?
I lived there for 21 years. Almost 22, and then I ventured up to Nashville.
Okay, so you're in Nashville now.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so what is it like in San Antonio? I've never been, so what is it like in San Antonio?
It's really hot. So most of the year, actually, we get very little rain, but it's a big, beautiful city. It's a very artistic city, and it's not too far from Austin either. 45 minutes to an hour. So that's another great live music place where you can play a lot of different venues and build your fan base as well.
So growing up, did you venture out into those areas and listen to people play?
I did, and I later in high school in the small little bit of college that I went to also did. I would venture back and forth from San Antonio to Austin and stop at different places and different honky tonks in between as well, and kind of cut my teeth in that area. Kind of found out who I was as an artist in that area, which was so it'll always have a real special place in my heart. So
you was actually playing out there?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
That's what age would you say?
I would say I started when I was about 18.
Okay.
I started playing around San Antonio at open mics and writers' nights, and met a few people there. And through that, I would jump on shows with them, and then it just turned into us traveling during the summers.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that next, because I read that you actually do a lot of traveling. So I was gonna ask, was that when the traveling kind of started?
Yeah, it was definitely about when I was 18 or 19 years old when I started traveling and getting paid to do it.
How far would you go out?
Well, usually we would just stay within Texas, because a lot of us some of us were in had more school than the others, so we would either have to be back like on Monday or Tuesday, depending on schedules. So we would go as far north Texas as we could. Like sometimes we would get up to Amarillo, or sometimes we would just make it to Dallas or something, which is pretty good stretch. Everything's pretty far in Texas.
Man, that's not easy to do. That's not easy to do. So that's why I'm curious, because not only do people have to like you, you have to be kind of built for it. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. It's a passion, like, first and foremost, man. It's not one of those things people like, oh, this isn't work, you're having fun, you're playing guitar. I was like, it is, man. If you want to make money and pay your bills at it, it's just as hard as anything else. You got to, like, reach out and try to get yourself booked, make sure you get paid, like, hire a band and get everybody together, get everybody on the same page. But it's fun, man. I can't imagine doing anything else. So that's what keeps you going, is the literal drive keeps you going the actual distance,
I got a question for you. Because we like to teach people, and you don't have to necessarily tell your way, but are there more than one ways of getting paid on the road? Because I think I know more than one, but I was just asking you.
Like as a performer?
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. I mean, you can, and the best way to do it is like when you get one show, I would say like try to find 2 to 3 more shows around there. Try to find 2 to 3 more venues. That way you can like you can make your money back because you never know what's going to happen. You can get a flat tire and there's $200-300 right there. So like as soon as you can book one show, try to book more shows in surrounding areas. We call those pickup dates. So you're making money on the way up, and you're making money when you get there, and then you make money on your way back down too.
Got you. And that's for the people who don't know. I'm glad we got a tip today. We always look for tips, to help out people. Did you ever catch the flat tire? Because it sounded like you caught the flat tire.
Oh man, we had one that was really bad one time, and that was in a bus. We were actually in a tour bus at this time in my career, and we heard it before. I was like, man, there's a really weird noise coming from outside, and we all like turned off the radio all of a sudden, and it was we realized that we were about to have a very major blowout. And in the tour bus, you never know where that could go. It could flip the whole thing, and cause a major accident. But luckily, we pulled over and caught it in time. There's been way worse incidences, but we were lucky, thank goodness.
Where was like how far out of time did that set you back?
What was it? Excuse me.
How far did that set you back out of schedule? Did it really mess up the schedule or?
No, we were actually good. We were actually making our way back at that point. So like, yeah, I mean, if anything, we just didn't get back home as soon as we wanted because we had to take care of it. But we were up in, I think we were up in Virginia, so we were quite a ways away from home.
Okay. And I heard you did a venue in Europe.
I did. I got to go over there, and these lovely people over there from Norway, they flew me and a few other people over, and we did a package shows, I guess you could say. We played 3 to 4 different venues in about a week and a half, and did multiple shows per day, and it was they were fully packed, sold out shows, and it was just really great crowd. They really love live music over there, and it was one of the best times I've ever had too. I hope to go back sometime soon.
Was that before or after the album?
It was before the album, right before the record, actually.
Okay. Did you play any songs that you may have had before, on the album over there?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I did. That was right when I was still writing for the record, so I was trying out new songs. So I definitely played a couple of them that made the record.
Which ones stuck over there that you like?
They really like Why Is the Bluebird Blue, which is the last track on the record. They really like that because they could dance to it, and Making Things Up As I Go as well. That was kind of an upbeat tune that they could really get behind.
Yeah, I was gonna get into the Why Is the Bluebird Blue, and that's been nominated, right?
Yeah, Best Americana Song for the Independent Music Awards.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you very much, man. I'm still blown away by it. It's always flattering.
When did you hear that news?
Probably like a week or so ago. I didn't know until I saw. Unfortunately don't check my email as much as I should, but I saw it. I got notified on Twitter. Someone else had retweeted something else, and I was like, oh, cool. That's a good way to find out.
Hey, it's good, man. It's good. So you planning on going?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
You planning on making it out there?
Oh man, I'm gonna try. I got such a busy schedule. I'm locked into town. I'm helping a lot of people out writing for their records right now, and also playing a lot downtown, expanding my fan base. So I'm going to try my best to make it out there.
Yeah.
My schedule's pretty tight right now, unfortunately, but it's I would really like to be there. So I'm gonna do my best.
You got a show Friday, right? Is it Friday? I think I seen.
Yeah, I do have one here in town on Friday.
Okay, and where's that?
It'll be right in the kind of right off of downtown Nashville at a place called Swinging Doors Saloon.
Swinging Doors Saloon. Okay. Well, if anyone is in the area, Swinging Doors Saloon, you said?
Yes, swing on into Swinging Doors. That's what we say.
Swing on in at Swinging Doors. What time?
I'll be there 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then I'll be back at 6 o'clock as well.
Okay. And so you do a lot of gigs that way?
I do, yeah. It's really cool. It's been a good way to promote the record because it's really just kind of intimate and stripped down. And like if you want to walk up and talk to me, like you can, and I'll play like stuff that's not on the record or any cover song you want to hear, or I'll play the entire record. It's been a really fun, and it's been really good for growth as an artist too. I've gotten vocally stronger and gotten better on the guitar too by doing it. It's been really fun.
I was gonna say, have you noticed the difference in the two areas between San Antonio? Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. It's just been a lot of growth is still the best word for it, and like maturity as an artist. It's been this last year. I feel like I've come leaps and bounds. It kind of makes me more excited for the next record, even though I love this one so much. Still, like you're always looking forward. I'm really looking forward to doing something new for everybody.
Yeah, man, that's good. And have you gotten back to San Antonio to play the album?
I have. I've gotten back twice so far, I think. I'd like to make it back a little bit more, but it's just, the scheduling is really tough. And
have you?
But I'm working on some dates right now for the summer, maybe down there in Texas, and also some around, maybe closer around Nashville and Kentucky and stuff, and maybe make my way kind of like a more Midwest or maybe Northeast a little bit more too, if I can.
Have you had some favorite places to go?
That I played around the country? Oh man, Alabama was really good to me down there. I played a beautiful theater down there. We did it in honor of Hank Williams' birthday. Oh, also I got to play Hank Williams Sr.'s house, his old boyhood home. They have a stage set up in the back. That was really fun. And I got to play the Arena Theater down in Houston, Texas, which is the biggest place I've ever played. I opened up for George Jones down there before he passed away, which was a huge honor. And that was on a rotating stage, so that's a weird experience when you look up once and there's someone different in front of you than the second time you looked up.
How long of a set did you have when it was rotating?
What'd you say?
How long of a set was it?
It was actually, funny story. I was supposed to play 45 minutes, but I was lucky enough to be one of those with the George Jones story where he contacted the sound guy through my in-ears and said, "Hey, Jeremy, the football game is running to overtime. Do you mind playing about 5 more songs?" So I had just finished my last song, of course, when he said this. So I'm like, "Thank y'all very much." And I'm like, "Just kidding. Here's 5 more songs." Yeah.
That's
so
nice.
You got to be ready for anything, I guess, is the lesson there. Yeah,
man. That's nice. That's real. Oh, man. So, the album, they can purchase it on iTunes, right?
Oh, absolutely. Any of the digital markets. And if you want a physical copy, you can also go to my website, jeremyparsonsmusic.com.
And I seen also they can stream it on Spotify. What you call it? The album cover. What inspired the album cover?
Actually, man, great question. Yeah, you're one of the first people that asked me that, and that's probably one of my favorite things about this record, other than all the songs that I wrote and we did for it. That's one of my favorite bars on the east side of town in Nashville. Me and my buddy were overly intoxicated, and we were out and about one night, and he's my guy who takes all my pictures, and he shot my music video, and he did that album artwork, and he goes, "What do you want the front of your album to look like?" And we were at this bar, and above the bar is this like perfect looking chalkboard, and I just pointed at it really inebriated and said, "I want it to look like that." And so we came back one day and we asked them, we pretty much begged them if we could just use their chalkboard for about 5 minutes, and they were nice enough to let us do that. And I'll give them a shout out while I'm at it. It's at 308 on the east side in East Nashville. It's one of the coolest little spots in town, and I'm glad it could be a part of this record because it's always been a place that I love to be.
Yeah, I definitely seen it. I was like, oh, that's cool. That's real cool. And then,
Oh, it works perfect too.
Yeah, definitely. And that's much of a story. It's not much more you can ask from that. What's next? I heard you say you're helping people out with their projects also.
Yeah, I've gotten really into writing with younger artists or people who've just moved to town. It's been fun to kind of like help them find their voice as a writer and everything, and kind of like they all along the lines of I guess it's kind of more like a campaign of like everyone's got things they need to say, and I really enjoy trying to help them get that out through song. So it's been kind of a project of mine to like sit down with people who are like, I've been trying to write this song for a while, and I think I could do it with you, and it's always been a huge honor for someone to come to me and say that. So I've really had fun with doing that lately, and actually just shot a music video like 2 weeks ago for Why Is the Bluebird Blue, so I'm really excited about that. That'll be coming out in March.
Really?
And we'll make that the second single, yeah.
Okay, because you
underground
have to drag me also. Yeah, I definitely want to see that one. I like the burn this house down.
Oh yeah, burn this house down video, man. That was a fun deal. We pretty much borrowed our friends' houses for an entire day, and they were overly kind, but kind of hated us at the same time. But we appreciated it very much.
Yeah, that was a real good one. Yeah, that's a real good one. Where did you come up with that one?
We my best friend in the world, the guy who took the album cover picture and shot that music video, and I were sitting there talking, and we thought that would be like a good lead-off single for the record, and we thought it would be a strong music video because the storyline is pretty much set up from the start to finish of the song, and the girl in the music video was the and we just went in and shot it in one day. We shot it on my birthday, like probably a couple years ago now, I guess, like over a year for sure. And it was really cool, man. It was a fun experience. We had a really fun crew with us, and it turned out great. My buddy PJ Schenkel over at 3 Hat Media did a phenomenal job with that.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good. Well, I ain't gonna hold you too much longer here, Jeremy, but I definitely want to get back up with you when that video releases and talk about that.
Oh, absolutely, man. And, yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, keep me updated. And your Instagram, are you active on the Instagram?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, yeah, it's at JM Pickinfool, JMPICKINFOOL, and if you want to find the links to all my socials, they're also on my website, Jeremey Parsons.
Oh, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go here, Jeremy. It was a pleasure talking to you, and like I said, I'm gonna get back up with you here shortly. All right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, thank you for having me on, man. I appreciate it very much.
Oh, no problem. And I thank Michael also over at MTS for allowing this to happen. You know, he's been a good guy.
Oh, absolutely. He's the man.
Yeah, man. He's a good guy. Well, yeah. You have a great night, man, and